Hey there. First and foremost, I just want to thank you so much for hosting a party, and I cannot wait to get you free books. So speaking of free books, I just want to give you a few quick tips on how you can make the most out of your party and therefore get the most rewards. Unfortunately, with all of the Facebook parties going around these days, people think, oh, I can just add people to a group and they're going to spend lots of money and I'm going to get lots of rewards. Unfortunately, it's not quite that easy. It's kind of one of those things, you get out of it what you put into it. Think about it, if you were having a home party, you would invite the people, you would follow up to see if they're going to come, you would probably have to clean your house, maybe make some snacks, so there's a little bit of effort involved. This is definitely still way less effort than that, but you do need to put a little bit into it if you expect to get a good reward out of it. I can absolutely tell the difference between the hostesses who bother taking the time to follow my directions and put some effort into it versus the ones who just add people to a group and unfortunately end up usually not getting very much in the way of rewards. So there are a couple things that really make a difference, and the number one thing that makes a difference is our personal invites. As I just mentioned, people have a lot of parties nowadays where they just add people on Facebook, and I'm sure by now you've been added to a party or an event or a group page, whatever, maybe a product that you're not even interested in. So what do? You ignore it. Well, we don't want that to happen to you with your guests, so the number one way you can avoid that is to start with a personal invite. It's just a short little note telling them what Usborne is, how much you think their kids are going to love the books, what cool books they have, and are they interested in the party? Would they like an invite? I will give you a little script that you can follow. You can make your own, you can tweak mine, whatever you want to do, and basically at that point you're just copying and pasting it to the people you'd like to invite, but change the mom's name. Maybe if you can throw in a one-liner like, oh, I have a ton of train books that I think little Johnny will love, that sort of thing. Guests really like that personal touch. They feel like they're being invited to a party rather than you just went through and clicked everybody on Facebook because you want them to buy something. So honestly, makes all the difference in the world, and it really doesn't take that long, so it will be, it'll make or break your party. So that is the number one way. I will send you more information on that, so don't feel like, oh, I don't know what to do with it. I'm going to send you some more information. Like I said, I'll send you a script that you can copy and paste or do what you like with. And if you see people at work that you might be Facebook friends with, but you're going to see them face to face, don't feel like you have to send them the script. You can just mention it over lunch or something like that. But either way, we want every guest who gets added to the event page to have first been informed about what it is and asked if they are even interested. If they're not interested, we're going to leave them alone. We don't want somebody there who doesn't want to be there. Again, with a home party, you wouldn't have somebody come to your house who doesn't want to come. If they said they weren't going to come, then that's just it. They're not going to be there. You're not going to keep hassling them about buying something when they didn't come to your party. So, number one, personal invites. The number two way really is the follow-up. So after we have the party, I'll give you some more information about how you can follow up with your guests and see if they like the party, do they need anything. And again, some people will come to the party and they will not buy anything, and that's okay. But we've definitely seen a huge difference in people who are being followed up with and people who are just kind of left alone. Sometimes they just forget about it or they just didn't have time. So if we take a couple minutes to follow up with each guest, your chances of getting better party sales and therefore better rewards increase dramatically. So those are the two main things, and there will be a few other little tips along the way that I'll share with you. I'll be communicating with you almost daily as we get closer to the party, just giving you some little tips and ideas about what you can do to really boost the participation in your party and therefore hopefully boost the sales and your rewards. Speaking of rewards, I do want to mention one thing before I finish here. If you have even the slightest inclination that you could be interested in becoming an Usborne consultant, please talk to me now before your party, because if you signed up before your party, you would be able to earn not only double the rewards that you would get normally, but you would also earn the commission on your own party because you would be the hostess and the consultant. So I would still help you through everything. Don't worry about whether or not you're ready to start it. I would help you get started and it would be super easy. But if you do think there's any chance you might be interested in joining this amazing company, please talk to me now. Even if you just have questions, I'm like the least pushy person in the world, but I love this opportunity. It was the perfect solution for our family. I'm making money, my kids are getting books, there's no no commitment, no stress, no pressure. There are no quotas. It is awesome. So just throwing that out there, because if you think you're interested, it would be much better for you to talk to me about it now so we could get you signed up before your party than waiting until after your party, which wouldn't be the end of the world, but you would miss out on claiming the commission and the double rewards. So again, just let me know now if you think there's any interest there. So I'm going to be sending you some more information about your party, and please feel free to ask questions along the way, and I really hope that we can get you an amazing reward. Thanks so much for taking a couple minutes to hear how you can have a great party. Thanks, bye.